Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Neki broadcast. Today we are playing Battle for Wesnoth. Finally, it's been an absolutely long time, and we are playing Isar's Cross, I believe, or Isar's Crossing. I'm not really sure. We can check here. Isar's Cross, and we are playing 1 versus this gentleman Tux. Alright, so I randomed Dwarf and Orc, and let's see if I remember this. So again, very aggressive small map for a good old fun 2v2. However, we're going to play 1v1, so we're going to play more or less like ladder here. So obviously the gold amount is not that high, so I'm going to try to make the best out of my recruits. Really hardy units. So guardsmen, I believe this one can reach. Can it reach? No, it can't reach. Anyway, but it can reach here, which is fine. I would need one, two, three. Let me see if a thief could. Although I'm not very keen on recruiting a thief on this map, if I'm completely honest with you. Perhaps a footpad. A footpad should be fine. Quick, strong. The footpad should be able to reach this village, and I think that's the only outlaw I will be recruiting. Dwarvish fighter. You can never go wrong, especially with a strong resilient Dwarvish fighter and Dwarvish Thunderer for unit diversity, and that should be it. And I'm going to go and get this village, which is far away from the fight. And let's see here. I'm playing a bit quick out of respect for my opponent. He waited a bit for me while I was dealing with technical issues. Now this is an interesting one, because I would need to get this water village there, and for that purpose I would need to recruit a Naga fighter. Quick, strong, could have been resilient, but I don't complain. Now in terms of orc, trolls are key on this map. Resilient, quick, I like that. Let's say another troll, quick, strong, not too bad. And of course a grunt, although depending who I'm going against, an assassin could be fun, could be useful. So, and the troll can get that far away village north. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now my opponent is playing purple, and let's have a bit of a look at this map. Doesn't seem to have changed since last time I played it. So there's this big clump here of hills, castles, forests and village. I would say that dwarves are a bit of an advantage here. However, if you take poison into consideration, considering the fact that the number of villages, is not, it depends on how we want to look at it. It's a big village density here, so you could argue that it could be very easy for a dwarf to heal itself, right? So yeah, I still give dwarf the advantage, no matter how you look at it. Dwarf would be at a slight advantage. Now I'm going to take this village with a footpad. I'm going versus 2 loyalists, which is both good and bad. It's good for my opponent because he has these cheap units, spearmen, and he can do a lot of damage during the day. Obviously, also it's bad for my opponent because he does not have that unit diversity. However, loyalist is one of the most diverse factions in the game. So let's see here. What am I going to recruit? Ran out of gold, so probably nothing. In terms of this village here, kind of tempted to take it. Yeah, there's no shenanigans here, no mage, no horseman. So this would enable me to take a very comfortable I would say the assassin needs to hide at this point in the game, and I would be willing to go for not sure. You can never miss with the grunts. You do need a grunt now and then. So, all right. So again, I'm trying to build strong units in terms of trolls, but at the same time, I'm trying to build unit diversity, simply because the amount of units that you can recruit on this map is limited. Now, I'm not sure what the best strategy would be here. So obviously, villages can be shared equally among allies, but there are also some strategies where one side keeps recruiting and grabbing all the other villages, whereas the partner side just basically abandons its villages and works with only the units, the initial units at its disposal. So from this perspective, perhaps dwarf would be a good idea. So it'd be a very good idea to have dwarf here, lots of dwarves, and perhaps grabbing the troll villages would be the most cost efficient endeavor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not ready yet, I feel, for that mage. So I'm still thinking whether dwarf should get everything or not. While I'm thinking, I'll be recruiting an Ulfseeker, simply because it causes a lot of panic, especially when you have a mage on the board. So again, with the map being so small and the village density being so high, then an Ulfseeker is obviously a very useful unit. All right. I think I'm going to improvise here, and I'm going to give control to my dwarf side, to all the villages, and from this perspective, perhaps trolls would be the best choice on the orc side. So if I'm going to push this troll forward, and I am going to recruit, I think, one more assassin. You know, I'm going to recruit very expensive units, and then abandon control of my villages. And this troll rock lobber is a leader that can sustain itself pretty much, and I think next turn this footpad is going to start grabbing village by village. All right, that should be a decent plan, and it's up to my opponent what he wants to do now. Turn changes in the middle of his turn, so purple will have daytime, and red would have dusk, I believe. There's a heavy infantryman here, which I had not noticed. So this makes my orcish assassin even better. This makes my troll units a great choice. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with one more troll and 2 assassins, and then village control goes to dwarf. Simply because if he starts recruiting horses, although cavalry is quite expensive here, so I'm not sure he will actually go for cavalry. I mean, he recruited so many fighter units, so this affects his unit diversity, and I see a lot of fighter units on this side as well. Imagine he had a horseman. Horseman is one of those units that really, it has the scare factor, right? So you have to really be careful how you place your assassins, because a horseman might simply one shot, one stray assassin. Also, it has that great attacking potential. Mage, the same, great attacking potential. Of course, it dies very quickly in retaliation, but it just scares people away, right? But whereas when you have these fighter units, they are bulky, they are great, don't get me wrong, and this should be the backbone of every army. However, I feel that unit diversity is really, really important on this map. Anyway, we have to leverage. So we saw some shortcomings of our opponent, and we have to really take advantage of them. We really have to leverage this unit diversity in one way or another. So I'm keen on taking this, but I have no idea what leader he has. I'm not sure if I can keep it. I could, to be honest, simply because it's dusk. I'm half tempted to just go for it. Okay, that's all right, to be honest. Now I will put this unit forward, and then this unit will follow up. And strong, quick spearmen. It's always fun to play against. I would say that this Osaka placement should scare him. And given this new development here, I'm half tempted to basically delay my plan for a bit, although no, I have the troll here, so I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. Rather than grabbing a green village, better to grab a red village, right? Makes sense. So I think I'm gonna grab this village instead. I mean, it's an extra village, right? And he was a bit too cautious, I feel. He lacks the attacking units to get this village back. So it makes a lot of sense to just get the red village. And really, I don't have to do anything this turn, I feel, as long as I keep a forward position to keep control of this village all the way throughout the night and all the way to the dawn, then I should be absolutely fine. Honestly, there's really, I have an objective. It was given more or less for free. He could have kept, I think, a strong, resilient spearman here. I mean, even if I got this village, it would have been at great cost to my orc units. Anyway, I have to again make the best. It's not my fault that my opponent made some tiny mistakes here and there, in my opinion. I need to leverage those mistakes and that poor positioning. Alright, so I would say Trollwhelp here. It's just, he's not going to go for the Trollwhelp in the middle of the night. I mean, he's a bit conservative, so he's not going to take risks. I could push my assassin forward, but then just it would be like a, it would be like a sitting duck there. Let me see, this one's quick, but he can't really reach any village except this one. So it might not be the worst of ideas, if I'm completely honest with you. So instead of putting the assassin here and basically giving him 3 sides, at least 3 sides on my assassin, I could go for the strong resilient spearman. And then I could put my grunt here, and then my Trollwhelp on this side, and now he only has he only has 2 slots on that assassin, right? Only has 2 slots on that assassin, and my leader pushes forward. So he kind of has 3 slots on this assassin, but he would need to commit the merman fighter on 30%. I'm not sure he will do it. You need to commit the leader here, which he will never do. And regarding my Naga fighter, I don't know why I kept it in the village. I could just push a bit forward and should be fine. I mean, he has better targets than this Naga fighter. Alright, so this is a very aggressive position. We are at dusk. We already have a village. I think my opponent was a bit too scared, and he's already in trouble, I feel, because he has a purely defensive position and he does not have the necessary units to retake these occupied villages. But we shall see. I mean, he can always risk a bit. It's still dusk, and this leader deals a lot of damage. He could try to go for, I don't know, for the guardsman, although it would be very, very painful, right? I mean, the guardsman will take damage slowly and deal retaliation damage. Not a lot, but still retaliation damage, whereas my opponent would basically force his units to occupy poor positions. I'm not sure. I mean, you also have to get a bit inside your opponent's head. Based on what I've seen, he would not go for the guardsman. So I'm being here. I'm going outside these 60%, 50% tiles to make a statement. It's night. I'm not scared of you. You've played defensively. You've let me get an objective for free. I want more, right? So if you fight now, if he wants to fight now, it's the kind of his best chance, right? Because I'm on 30%, but at the same time, he does have to go for this guardsman, which it's a very strong deterrent. Yeah, so he won't go for it. And at the same time, the time of day is against him. Okay, he actually goes for a fight, and I miscomputed. Oh, never mind. I didn't miscompute. So it was only 2 slots. I didn't even think that this Thunderer won't survive. But to be fair, it's on 20%. Yeah, look, almost dead. Oh, so many fishes. Oh God, it's just that merman fighters are great, don't get me wrong, but still they deal a bit less damage than spearmen. So you see that fortress mentality of my opponent. So he basically stays here on 60% high ground because merman fighters change the rules, and he's impenetrable, to be honest, if you think about it, or at least he thinks he's impenetrable. But again, he lacks that attacking potential. So I'm really curious what the CTK is here. Yeah, not that great, to be honest. Now, if I shoot this merman fighter and I miss, then I'm in trouble, because this Thunderer is already low. He will probably die. So yeah, not sure if it's a good idea to shoot that fish or not. Probably not. But what I can do is I can get a Griffin Rider or an Allseeker. So I'm guessing a Griffin Rider, because he has a lot of melee. So when he will be attacking this Griffin Rider, the Griffin Rider will deal a lot of retail damage. He doesn't have any he only has this mage, right? So from this perspective, Griffin Rider would be a great way of returning damage. Now I'm going to throw a spear here, and now suddenly my chances are looking much better, and still not a lot better, to be honest. And it's just a fish not occupying any interesting terrain, any interesting objective. So I'm going to go here with the Dwarvish Fighter, and I'm going to rely on the Troll Whelp to protect my guardsman a bit. And in terms of this Allseeker, I'm going to put him on 40%, I guess. It's a bit of an odd one here. I mean, basically I have all eggs on one basket on this guardsman, so I would say this positioning would be a bit better, because it would threaten this objective and maybe this objective as well. So and obviously it still threatens the original objective. So that should be about it. Still have this footpad here, which I'm not really sure how to leverage. Let's see. What do I have access to? So I could actually use the footpad to protect a bit the guardsman, although this would turn the footpad into a target, so I'm not really sure that would be the best option. then this spearman here on the village, I don't think it makes sense to attack it when I have so many other targets I could poison. So from this perspective, perhaps just, you know, focusing my efforts on 50% targets and using the footpad to basically close the front line be a better choice. You see, just a little bit of damage there, and it's a 70% slot for the footpad, so I should be fine. All right, so great use there of units in my opinion. However, I still didn't get those villages that I was originally planning. But again, I'm having a great momentum here, which I should really utilize. Now, I think I can put this troll forward, yeah? And then I think I can. Again, we already discussed about this. I think I can attack also a bit, because it's the first watch. Might as well attack a bit. Okay, great. I'm already regretting my decision. Doesn't really matter. Let's see here. I think I can put this one here on 70%. And to protect it... Not really sure, if I'm completely honest with you. Perhaps this one has nowhere to go. So I'm going to... Oh, that was really unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to attack this fellow here as well. Put a bit of damage in. Now, there's another troll coming. This assassin is a target. He is a strong resilience. But there's just a lot of units there which are very interested in my assassin. So I think I need to protect it a bit. Let's see what happens here. Wow, that was a big shot. It's not my fault I hit, right? So now I'm forced to basically continue attacking this Merman fighter. I also have a strong Nagini fighter, so there you go. And this really turns the tide of this fight, because now he's not that interested in this assassin. He's basically interested in getting out alive. It changes the momentum completely. However, this leader is out in the open. He's not going to recruit anytime soon, and that's why I need the dwarf to get those villages. Alright, his move. So he lost one unit, I believe, and he is in... He is one village behind here, one village behind on either side. He's 2 villages behind. So, and it's first watch, so it's a really odd position for him. You know, does he attack into this? He might have a chance at killing the troll. Okay, he's not interested. He's just building a fortress. He said, I need to cut my losses. I lost one village. My time will come during the day, and I don't blame him. There's little he can do now. Okay, he does go for the assassin. And okay, that was pretty good. Again, this unit is zone of control here because of this troll, so he's not going to have many units when day comes. Yeah, let me see here. What else can I do? Alright. I could get this unit, or I could get this spearman on the village. Let's see, damage calculation, attacker. I'm not gonna go for that, apparently. How about this one here, this spearman? Okay, I can get this kill. This would be a sure kill. So I'm gonna go for the sure kill. And this opens up the attack massively on this side. So since I'm basically refocusing my efforts on this side, I should go with both. Let's try and figure out a strategy here. So I'm going to attack. Ideally I should attack from 60%, so do I want to secure this kill? do I want to basically deal a lot of damage to the infantrymen? And basically go behind enemy lines. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the infantryman simply because he has 50% defense, and because this footpad is absolutely excellent versus the infantryman. Then I'm going to attack here as much as I can. There you go, 8 damage, that's not too shabby. And now we're going to try and close here a bit the line with this guardsman on 50%, and this Griffin Rider getting the village. I could try and attack. I'm not sure if it's worth it, if I'm completely honest with you, but I feel that I could do it anyway, simply because it's second watch. I'm gonna do it anyway, see what happens. Alright, it was worth it in the end. So now I'm going to recruit. It's either an Offseeker or some more beefy units. Guessing you can't go wrong with fighters, whereas Offseekers will simply die during the day, so I'm just going to go with one more fighter here. Quick intelligence. Normally I would be sad, but it doesn't matter that it's quick intelligent because it needs to replenish the numbers in front, right? Alright, so let's see here what else we can do. So definitely we have to commit to this attack, so we have to basically destroy as many units as possible. It would be ideal if this could hit a bit. If this grunt could hit a bit, then I could go for this. Not sure, ladies and gentlemen. I would 40% is 50 with the troll. However, the troll is best used here. The assassins are better used on the infantryman. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, great. So now I could put the assassin, the 16 hit points assassin here. And now I can use the other assassin, perhaps on the infantryman, although the infantryman is quick, so he will be able to retreat relatively easily. Now, I think I'm not going to recruit with this leader, if I'm completely honest with you. So, alright. Then I will go for this. Oh, I feel that should have been a kill. This village, I'm in no hurry to get it. I need to block here as much as I can. Yeah, it's not going well on this side. Yeah, I probably need to resort to poisoning this spearman and protecting a bit the Allseeker. Alright, so the spearman will have 1 hit point. Now, in terms of this Nagini fighter, not really sure. 40%. I feel that I should deal as much damage as possible while it's night, because I won't get a chance during the day. He will be too strong. So if he has a bit of, if he has a bunch of wounded units now, there is nothing that he can do during the day. Now, in terms of this merman fighter, again, I could keep attacking it. Perhaps I could distribute a bit the damage. Could go for the other merman fighter. Get a bit closer to the action with this troll as well. Yeah, so now this Griffin Rider is wide open. He could even use the mage on it. So I'm starting to regret my decision. I should have kept the troll where it was. So this is the part where I'm getting overconfident and basically breaking my neck. Hopefully it's not the case, but we shall see. That Griffin Rider is 24 gold. It's a great target, and I think he will use the mage and absolutely destroy it. So we shall see. If I were in his position, things are a bit desperate, I would definitely go for the Griffin Rider at this point. I mean, the mage would deal at least 10 damage, right? Yeah, there it is. He goes for the Griffin Rider. I put the Griffin Rider here as a great melee retaliator, but if the mage comes into play, then oh, never mind. He used the leader here, so the mage can't hit the Griffin Rider now. So, well, happy with that. Well, happy with that. So that was a basic mistake from my opponent. Oh, never mind. Griffin Rider is dead anyway. However, look at the damage it dealt. I'm really not upset. I'm really not upset at all. That was a good death. So that Griffin Rider dealt so much damage. Look at all these merman fighters and the leader as well. So yeah, problem. The villagers are the problem at this point in time. However, I do have a dwarf here to block from 60%. I do have another dwarf to get the village, and there are more dwarves coming to basically defend. And red is in a bit of a pickle here. He does not have a lot of space to move around, and he's about to lose villages. Okay, more merman fighters. Okay, I'm not sure I agree with this. Again, they are beefy, and in high numbers they can be lethal. However, and I guess at this point in time, he needs to be beefy to basically delay so that his purple counterpart can. He can attack here, but okay, that was a good assassin there. Yeah, he needs to delay so that purple can do a counter attack. So from this perspective, it does make sense. But I feel from the beginning he could have had a mage. He could have thrown in a horseman, right? He could have had a bit more diversity. Now, this is really important how I deal with this attack. Things are going very well on this side. So definitely I should focus on trying to capitalize here as much as possible. Let's see, can I get anything done with this all sticker? Doesn't look like it. Perhaps if I can't get anything done, perhaps the All-Sticker should just take the village, right? Although it's a shame to waste such a great unit. I feel that I could attack a bit. This dwarvish fighter can't do anything in terms of attacking, so perhaps it's not such a bad idea to use the All-Sticker to get the village, because it just doesn't have any great target. I mean, look here. Ooh, it's just absolutely horrific chance to kill. It's more of a chance to die than a chance to kill. Anyway, I need to block here no matter what, so suddenly I have a target for my All-Sticker. I will go on 60%, and now I think I can go here on 40%, kill this spearman, and go on the village and recruit more dwarvish fighters. Again, I see a lot of melee, so dwarvish fighters are the way to go. They are quite beefy, they deal a lot of retaliation damage. So yeah. Now in terms of this guardsman, I want to place it in such a way that I make him uncomfortable. Guess the best position would be here. Okay, kind of in the way. He can go behind me, but then the guardsman will prove really difficult to deal with. So okay, and this footpad, I could use him for more damage, I guess. Use him for more damage here, simply because it's really difficult to deal with this heavy infantryman otherwise, whereas now I think even a troll hit could finish off the heavy infantryman. So this footpad proved to be absolutely paramount in my attack. So I was basically saying in the beginning, it has limited use. It proved to be quite useful. All right, hello MW10. It says 1v1 because I'm controlling two sides and my opponent is controlling two sides. So if you look here, right, necky necky, tux tux. So it's 1v1, yeah. All right, let's see how I can further my advancement here. Definitely I'm going with this draw, and I will try and place my assassins in strategic locations. For example, on 70% here, poison the merman, and on 60% here, poison the other merman. I'm not going to poison the leader simply because he's going to kill me on a retaliation, and dying on retaliation is not fun at all. Now I think I can see what I can do with this Nagini fighter. Yeah, I'm not 100% confident here. I could guess putting this on 50% would not hurt, and putting this on 60% can't hurt either. Now in terms of this draw whelp, I have two options: either go for the dwarf or try to secure this this village here. I'm guessing protecting the village would make a lot of sense, and if suddenly there is a change in heart, this draw whelp can help out. I think the dwarf is more than capable of defending against these wounded mermen, if I'm completely honest with you. Now what about this leader? Again, I'm not really sure. I could perhaps use it to be a waste of experience, but again, this is not a survival. This is basically a 1 versus 1, so I might as well get the kill here, because simply just going back makes little sense. I can catch up to this infantryman if it goes back, so that would be great, but for the time being I feel that I'm better used killing that merman. And now he's in a difficult spot, basically. He will kill this assassin though. Alright. So, it's his game now. So basically, it's his move, right? He can try to go back, but because I took this draw here, and because the grunt is on 60%, that would be a very long, slow counterattack. So he's kind of forced attacking. He kind of forced to basically keep pushing with his counterattack on this side, and he has to go for the guardsman again. The guardsman is not a great target, but again, he's desperate at this point, so he's actually getting a fish, a level 2 fish almost, so I have to be careful with that. That's not a joke, not a joke unit at all. It hurts. So suddenly his counterattack is being showing some signs of success on the northern side. I have to be really careful with that because I've been really worried about positioning, not worried about the lives of my units on this side. And suddenly, with that guardsman dying, I'm not that great at keeping positions, at keeping my position. So yeah. However, the red side, oh god, that hurt. That absolutely hurt. Yeah, things are. I mean, look, he only has like 2 units left, and the leader, and he's already like doing a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage during the day. All right, so I'm guessing trying to kill this level 2. Level 2 in the making, and look at the misses. Just look at the misses, man. Those are some really painful misses. Alright, so... Oh, look at the CDK, but you never know. You never know with a Merman fighter. You really don't know. So I'm gonna try and shoot it first, and then take it from there. Oh, of course not. Oh, right. So you're my witness, ladies and gentlemen. 70% CTK. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Come on, Olseka. You can do it. You can do it. Oh! Absolutely ridiculous. It was 70% CTK, and yeah, now I'm in a difficult spot. I'm kind of stuck recruiting Dwarvish fighters, and we have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. It was 70% CTK. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, big fish, big problems. So now I am kind of keen on starting to take more risks, because I'm actually falling behind, believe it or not. Let me think here. What would be the best course of action? Probably getting this very comfortable village would be alright. Now, in terms of recruiting with my leader, I'm guessing I'm just gonna go for the fish, simply because I have... Oh, of course, why not? Yeah, I'm not really sure here. If I miss this, I have to poison the lieutenant, I feel. Although I don't have anything versus the heavy infantryman, so I do need to poison it as well. I have a lot of priorities here and no units to fulfill them with, so it's not a great place to be in. Now I need to get this keep, and I feel that this heavy infantryman will not go for the village. He will simply go for the kill. So from this perspective, I need to protect my assassin. Doesn't look too bad on this side, if I'm completely honest with you, but this side just looks horrendous, especially with the mage here coming into play. I really don't know. This one, I think it's best placed on this side. Oh, he will just absolutely plow through my units. I'm not really sure whether I should abandon this 12-14 village or not. Man, this fish is gonna hurt. I'm not really sure what to do at this point, ladies and gentlemen. I think trying to, rather than lose this troll whelp, trying to make sure that I recruit on this side would be a better use of my time. So, you know, cut my losses now, because troll has a lot of gold. Now basically getting troll to recruit is perhaps has become perhaps a better objective, rather than trying to invest in this dwarf. I mean, troll has a lot of villages now, so perhaps trying to discourage purple from going south and trying to get purple to keep attacking the dwarf. Perhaps that is the better strategy now. So the game is very dynamic at this point. So he, just because he got that level 2 fish, again, it was a gamble from my side. I went for the Olsika there and I failed miserably. So basically he has a level 2, I lost a level 1, and yeah, that was a big swing in resources, in units, in whatever you want to call it. I'm getting a bit lucky with this Thunderer, so it's a bit of a let's say payback from a random number generator. I was a bit unlucky with that Olsika there, I guess. So now I'm getting a bit of a swing in my favor. So let's see, this mage, did this mage attack? Seems not. No, I swear I saw this mage attacking. There must be something wrong with the... yeah, there must be something wrong with the movement points. Movement points display. Alright, so I have to be careful with this experience modifier as well. I mean, this guy is intelligent, strong, and he is not playing around. He is killing units left and right. So, yeah. It's... I don't think this... Oh god, this is just so... This is gonna come down to the wire, to be honest with you. I'm really happy I brought this troll south. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure the best use of my units would be at this point. I'm guessing recruiting a footpath, perhaps a poacher, you know, get some ranged going. Bit of a desperation recruit there, to be honest. I don't think this guy is ever coming home. Could just... Not sure here. It's the way to play this. Use this dwarvish fighter to attack the mage, or use the other one. So I'm going to set side to idle, and I'm going to see if Tux is coming back or not. So let's see here. Dwarvish fighter. I'm guessing dwarvish fighter. I mean, this dwarvish fighter is going to die anyway. There's no way for me to save it. It's not a priority at this point. He doesn't have units that can level up that quickly. I guess I could have gone here and then move the dwarvish fighter there and try to again spread out a bit. But I'm just trying to keep him occupied on this side, try to keep him from getting to south to the orc. And let's see. Footpad is kind of need here to need to kill this merman, so I kind of need to prioritize. Oh god, no. Okay, I think this guy needs to stay put. Though, yeah, I'm gonna let him stay put. Again, there are a lot of sacrifices that I'm doing there to keep purple interested in this side. Okay, let's see what happens here, which is, I dare say, more important. Okay, that was a really important kill there. Now, in terms of this leader, he will have an unfavorable time of day. So I'm not sure about this heavy infantryman, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't think the heavy infantryman can do much. I think just getting this veil and then even going further south, making sure the heavy infantryman cannot meddle in my affairs, that should be fine. Also, I might need to make sure this leader never recruits, and that's exactly what this troll whelp is doing here. So yeah, that should be fine, if I'm completely honest with you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think my opponent Tux simply left because he thought he had no chance, and to be honest, he does not have a chance left. Because look at green, right? So if you look at green, 58 gold. That's a lot of assassins flying around, and trolls are not that easy to kill. Then this heavy infantryman cannot do much except grab this village and heal slowly. He can't really kill this grunt. He would have to be extremely lucky with both lieutenants and the heavy infantryman to kill this grunt. He can't kill this troll whelp. So the only move red has left is basically to attack this troll whelp on the keep, and then the keep will be captured either by this footpad or by the troll whelp, right? 2 1 1. So if he goes here, troll whelp captures, or grunt captures, or this guy captures, right? The footpad. So it'd be like 2 2 1 1. So he will never ever recruit here. So and night is coming. So yeah, and purple is quite far away. He can't send units south. He will have to deal with this 60% dwarves, right? So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I think I won here. I mean, this will be a slow push, but I have units coming. So and troll had lots of gold to spare. So I think this is a win. Even if I got a bit unlucky, the game will drag out, but I will win in the end. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked it, and I shall see you next time.